Okay. Oh man, I'm getting weirder and weirder. Whatever. Yo, what's up, guys? New Siege video. We had a siege against Invaders, I think. Not 100% sure. Was more of a chill siege for us. I think Invaders made it to top 20 this season, but yeah, the gap between like a top 8 and a top 20 is pretty much kind of there. So we had a pretty, somewhat a chill siege because it's 1v1, which makes it a lot easier for the higher end guild, I would say. So we had some options to toy around a little bit. As you've seen in the thumbnail, Seimei Siege debut. We'll see how that goes. Let's see if we can get a 10-10. And let's see if Seimei is actually useful. A lot of people have been saying Seimei is useful against Woosa S3, that kind of stuff, Rikas. We shall see how that goes. Yeah, for some reason they were also placing this in a net 5 tower. The thing I hit just before was also a net 5 tower, and I was like, why is this a net 5 tower? And this is pretty much a net 4 counter if it's in a net 5 tower. So let's speed it up a little bit. You know how it works. I'm just gonna make this video kind of short. I know all of you are just waiting for the Seimei, so keep watching, keep watching. It's still there. You don't have to skip the video. You will see it in a second. I'll skip everything that's kind of boring for you. Don't worry, don't worry. We just do a little bit of this, a little bit of rock, and a little bit of killing. So, for this siege, yeah, I hit kind of late, I think. I mostly hit late for sieges these days. No, actually depends. Like, for some of the siege tournaments, I actually did hit early. So, we also seen the finals already. Aftermath EU won against Aftermath Legend. Aftermath EU with a crazy amount of offense rate. Getting their third win, or fourth. Not sure. No, I think the fourth already. Not 100% sure. So, yeah, I had to fight a whole bunch of these, and this is also one of those cheat things that you don't want to put these towers in net 4s, like, or in net 5s. You just don't. You just don't. It makes it relatively easy for me. I don't mind. Easy siege. I can dig that for time to time. Going for a more standard hit, but still kind of simple. 9 out of 10. The Prahas actually none will because they put it on Nemesis or they put it on Revenge. Therefore, it's very easy to just counter it with a Ganymede. And yeah, that actually makes it pretty easy. Pretty easy. Main thing what you want to do with this, I keep saying it, you just want to control the unit that cleanses or heals, and the moment you do that, it's pretty easy. The big mistake I see people go with this team is that they start focusing on the Terranese with the resets, but you don't really care about Terranese being reset. It just takes a little bit longer, but it doesn't make you lose. Yay, the S1 damage team, can't miss, right, can't miss. Nearly killing that Savannah with one hit. We're gonna get an Abellio upgrade. I think it's going to be pretty decent to good unit in Siege right now. Or not necessarily a Siege, more in Arena Defense, maybe? But definitely in RTA as well, because if you play against a Genny Hathor kind of comp, Abellio didn't do that much before. But currently Abellio might actually be pretty legit if he cleanses himself, so... yeah. We shall see if that unit actually gets some play or not. I think he will. Time to also use some weird teams because, well, I didn't really want to re-rune anything and I might as well use anything that's already ruined. And these units were already ruined. So I was like, yeah, let's give it a go. This is still my Carcano that's 100% resist, so it's not the highest damage speed tanky Carcano out there. It's just a weird build Carcano, kind of. Yeah, that doesn't do that much damage. If he would have crit in the first hit, though, he would have killed, though. So that's also not really helping. I think it's 85 crit rate on this build or something. Grand Life proc gets rid of the immunity. Iris is pretty nasty with the S1 stunners all the time. Monkey proc. And pew. Missing second crit already. Maybe it's lower crit rate. Maybe it's 70. I don't know. That's really where you can see 70 crit rate is not that great. Also, if you put your defense units 70 crit rate, they're not gonna make main killers quite a lot. So That's why I personally like quite high crit rate on most of my units. Just gives the certainty. Well, the thing is on defense, they're always gonna fight target elemental advantage, unless armor break makes you target anything else. But for that, you standardly have a 15 extra crit rate. But still, going for that 85 is pretty good then, compared to a 70 or so. And you might be asking, where's the Seimei? Trust me, it's gonna be there. It's gonna be great. I took a team with Seimei that you're like gonna be like, yeah, okay, so trust me, wait for it, wait for it. I think it's the one after this or the one after that. So we're almost there, we're almost there. This team, just very typical team, it just counters a whole bunch. Actually, Tiana S2 is gonna be very nice right now, because you can actually rune Tiana simply on crit damage slot 4, and S2 is gonna always crit if there is no debuffs. So I think the always crit is ignored by glancing, so I think the glancing from, let's say, a Molly will overrule the always crit. Not 100% sure about that. Would be cool actually if the 100% crit would overrule that, but we shall see how that goes. We have one more hit and then we got the Seimei. So yeah, this was one of those teams that was like never used, never tried. I still had the Aegir rune from killing MST, so it was a very strong Aegir, kind of. And the Fuki was still ruined, and I was just like, okay, I don't want to re-rune anything. Let's just go for it. Go time, son, go time. This Aegir is actually on a very legit boss. Normally I have Despair Aegirs, but this one can fire. If I would have healed here, I would have had an issue that anything else but the Fuki would be hit, and Fuki is 100 res in this case, so Fuki is probably best to eat that hit. If it would die, it would be a little bit bad, but I think I can still get away with it without that much of an issue, actually. Multi-hitters, killers. And Fuki's very low HP right now. My Fuki doesn't have the most damage in this build though, that's something. But either how, this way is pretty simple. And you did. So then now, the moment you've all been waiting for, and you saw it by a flash. I went for some LD. So I got Nigong, Zhongxiang Lao, and Seimei. So Seimei is supposed to counter Woosa S3s, right? Well, we have Nigong, which is technically pretty strong unit right now, and we have Zhongxiang Lao, which is a very inconsistent unit. So let's see how that actually goes. Seimei is countering those soul protects and those S3s and kind of stuff. So it's countering quite some, but the issue is only the skill 3 of Seimei is actually countering anything. Because skill 1 is pretty much useless, skill 2 is pretty much useless. So 9 out of 10, she's just using skills while being useless. And maybe you counter the S3, but you don't counter an S1, you don't counter an S2. So that makes Seimei actually pretty bad. So okay, we can do Soul Protect. That is going to be on a lower cooldown in the future. But still, it's what does it really do? It doesn't really do too much, right? So yeah, okay, another counter towards this skill. But it doesn't seem that good. We nearly killed the Terranese, and that one is dead, and that one is, yeah, okay. So who's gonna do damage right now? So I need Nigong damage. Nigong proc, we can still win. Nigong didn't proc. Okay, we go for this, and then we go for skill 3 to stun everything, right? Well, we did kill there. At least we did get a killer there. We got a proc out of that. Soul Protect, still 2 turn cooldown. That S1 is so shit, man. Really, the S1 is so bad. Okay, okay. So, yeah, this is not really going too well. Let's go for some more Soul Protect. Soul Protect in general is just a really shitty skill, man. Look at how much HP. I get 15k HP. That's a unit that's 50k plus HP. Okay, it was somewhat destroyed, but pretty much no HP is left, right? So, okay, that one kills. So we should be in the Gucci, right? You think we counter Woosa with the Seimei, so we should be Gucci. We counter the S3, right? Well, let me tell you that S2 is way too strong. I can do this, but then this doesn't do anything either. And yeah, that's this is supposed to stun. Can this actually stun? It does. It does. Solid, procs out, not solid. So removes the armor break once again. That is resisted and that is healed for a lot. And Seimei is in no thing means going to 1v I don't know how many units. So okay, this was my attempt to get the monkey back. I'm not really sure if that was the most useful rotation there. But monkey got slapped. Can we stun? We can stun. Okay, can we... Well, we have to cycle quite some more stuns. And never mind, it's also dead. Lolne's team say. Yeah, it's a pretty funny team, but Seimei's not gonna solo anything. Seimei's actually a really useless unit. Okay, I guess if you put, like, let's say a Molong next to Seimei and keep spamming the S3 or something, it could be nice, but she's really not doing anything. She's literally just there as a totem for her passive. The S2 is kind of there. Soul Protect is very shit. S1 is very shit. So, let's say maybe not the best team as a showcase for her. Because, well, Nigong is actually a strong unit, but this thing is also a shit unit. So, yeah. I pretty much got 1v3'd against a Woosa. Well, 1v2'd. Well, I did revive the unit, so... Yeah, that's a something. I would say very useless unit. It's bad. It's really bad. That's the funny thing. Like, people are like, yeah, but it counters Woosa S3. It's like, yeah, but you need a whole unit to counter one skill. Does it really make it that good? Like, if you have a unit that counters the whole kit of another unit, then you're talking. But this just counters legit one skill. That's not really that great in my opinion. Sure, again, if I use it with a Molong, then I could keep spamming the S3 maybe, but even then, you need to do a lot of Soul Protect, or like a lot of the S2s to actually get a Reckless Assault back up. Sure, Reckless Assault does max damage then, but I'm not feeling this unit. And also, I know that the S2 is not, or no, the S1 is not getting buffed, which the other elements actually have with like armor breaks, stuns, that kind of stuff. I really feel like that's a very important part of the kit because you're gonna use a lot of S1s. If your S1 does literally 1.5k damage, can strip, but you kind of already counter buffs, so the point of stripping something when you already counter buffs is very minimum as well. So the whole kit just doesn't make any sense. So yeah, that's my take on Seimei debut in Siege. Let me know in the comments what you think about her. Maybe you're like, Stay, you're an idiot. You should use blah, 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 blah. Let me know in the comments if you have that kind of opinion. And also, if you just enjoyed today, give this video a like. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Guys, thanks for watching and see you later.